Okay, we are going to see the fourth kind of pronoun, and this is the reflexive pronoun. Okay, reflexive pronoun. Okay, now reflex means what? When something goes and comes back, okay, that is reflex. So, to refer back to the subject, reflexive pronoun means that which refers back Okay, for example, your. If you say yourself, that is reflexive pronoun. Okay. When self is added to my, your, him, her, it and selves, to my, him, her, it, your and your and selves to Okay, these are all singular. Me, my, he, him, she, her, it, you. And your, this your and your alone can stand both for singular and plural. So, when self is added, to my, what does it become? Myself. Myself, himself, herself, itself and yourself, and them and our. And the plural is ourselves, yourselves and themselves. Okay. See, it reflects back. She herself could not understand. So, it goes and comes. So, that is called reflexive pronoun. They are called reflexive pronoun when the action done by the subject turns back upon the subject. It goes and turns back. I will give you examples now. I hurt myself. I hurt myself. Myself is the reflexive pronoun. He made it himself. Okay. She herself baked the cake. It you yourself can see the difference or see the change. See, all these are singular. Myself, himself, herself, itself, yourself. Okay, now let's see the plurals. We ourselves could not figure out what was happening. We ourselves could not figure out what was happening. Students, you yourself have to work out the sum. They had to paint the house themselves. Okay, now this reflective pronoun is something that which refers back to the subject, or when self is added to my, him, her, it, your. It becomes myself, himself, herself, itself, yourself. And selves is added to selves to them and our. That is themselves and ourselves. Yourselves again, you stands both for singular and plural. So you can add here and then them, your and our. Your stands both for say yourself and yourselves, both for singular and plural, it stands the same. So do you understand now? When a subject pronoun reflects back, it becomes the reflective pronoun. So I read once again, I hurt myself. He made it himself. She herself baked the cake. It drank itself. You yourself can see the change. We ourselves could not figure out what was happening. Students, you yourselves have to work out the sums. They had to paint the house themselves. Now this is a way you should use the reflexive pronoun, but sometimes there are people who use it the wrong way. Like for example, she itself didn't know, she itself. How can she become it? Isn't it? So that is wrong. She itself is wrong. Okay. So many mistakes are committed that way. Okay. Or he itself, they itself didn't know, miss, they say. That's wrong. So they themselves, or he himself, she herself. So please remember that many mistakes are done in the reflexive pronoun. So this will help you to correct yourselves. So now will you bear in mind, all these are singular reflexive pronoun and these three are plural reflexive pronoun, and how to use them I have taught you. Are you sure now? I am sure you don't make a mistake, you will not.